Yo, everyone, welcome back to another Real Talk. It's been a little bit since I even posted a YouTube video. I've just been really, how do I say it? I don't know. Cluttered in my mind, cluttered with other things that I'm working on. But content is one of the things that I'm trying to work on. It's mainly just been with my reels and stuff like that. But I really want to lock in back on YouTube and start posting, like 2, 3, 4 times consistently a week. I just haven't really been knowing what exactly to post about, exactly what I should talk about, but I decided I needed to post a video today, and I'm going to just talk about the first thing that comes to my mind, and that's going to be the title of this video. And honestly, when I was coming out here, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to talk about. And I think that what this video is going to be about is emotion. I think that emotion they're very powerful. Okay, bro, look at this cat, bro. Look at the camera, bro. There's 2 cats here and they're both annoying me. But emotion. What about emotion exactly? Emotion, and sorry if it's loud, y'all know me, live right on the road. It's not a highway, it's just one road that runs all the way through my tiny town that I live in. And so emotion, what exactly about emotion? Emotions are very important in life. They can control you, or you can control them. That's the only 2 things when it comes down to emotion, is you control them or they control you. I lived a lot of my life with letting emotion control me, and it's very tiring because you feel like you have no control over a lot of situations, because a lot of situations tend, especially if you're an emotional person, a lot of emotions will, or a lot of situations will cause some sort of emotion, of course. So, bro, this cat. Bro, he's so annoying. But anyways, so, just a little backstory on myself. My dad passed when I was 6 years old, and, that was a huge emotional thing that I went through. I didn't have much consciousness. I was only 6. I barely knew I was alive till like middle school. I'm not even gonna lie. But I mean, of course, I did feel emotion throughout those years, and with that, also I had a lot of anger problems growing up. I mean, you could ask anybody. I've always had pretty bad emotions. There's a police behind me. He just parks over here. I don't know if he's gonna come and talk to me. I hope not. But I don't know. He's looking around over there. But yeah, so dad passed when I was 6. That caused a lot of emotional turmoil. Anger issues growing up. Let me get right to the point. So the way I was able to really control all of that horrible emotion, horrible, anger problems, was self-talk. Okay, talking to myself about everything. Talking to myself about why I felt certain ways, and not putting myself down for feeling emotions that every human feels. You got to realize, man, we're all human. We all experience different things. We all go through things differently. One person could lose. Somebody could have gone through the same exact thing I went through, and it ended up still affecting them it's been over a decade. I'm 17 now. That could still be really affecting them a decade later. It's not affecting me that much. I understand death, and I understand that it happens to everybody, and that I believe my dad is in a better place now, so I'm not necessarily sad about it in any sort of way. But I would say that one of the main things that us as humans have to realize when it comes to emotion is that, one, everybody feels emotions. Do not feel sad when you feel emotions, or just don't let it control you. Don't let it get out of control, because everybody feels that. Tell yourself that, because I would tell myself that a lot. Dude, everybody experiences this at some point. There are people who have lost their entire families to murderers, to crazy accidents, to anything worse than me. Realize that there's somebody out there going through something worse than you. 1000%. There's 8 billion people on this planet. You think one person, you think you have it the hardest? I want to tell you that you don't. First of all, you don't. And then think about all the other people in human history. Think about when Jesus was alive, when Jesus got crucified on the cross. You think that's worse than you think that what you're going through right now is worse than that? I don't think so. So realize, man, that it's okay. You feel this way, and that's you. That's who you are. That's who you are on the inside, and that's okay. Just learn to control it. Bro, this cat is so annoying. But so yeah, that's the first thing is self-talk. Talk to yourself a lot. Because I spent hours and hours, countless hours of literally sitting there in my bed at night, quiet, thinking about, my dad and him passing. And I was, 10, 11, 9, 8 years old, sitting there for hours in my own head, talking to myself, why did this have to happen? You can only ask why so much for something. And I don't like to ask God why, because I know that everything happens for a reason. So, getting through that, I was like, why is this happening to me? Why did this have to happen? And you ask why so much, then you realize, well, this was just meant to be. My dad passing built me into the man that I am today. I'm not saying that things are a lot better that he passed. Of course, they're not. But through going through that, it built a lot of mental security within myself. It built a ton of experience. So, other people that have passed in my life, I've been able to deal with that a lot better. So yeah, just a lot of self-talk. That's the first thing. Second thing I would say that helped me get through all of my anger issues and all of that is realizing that it's not the end. Realizing that this is what I'm going through and the emotions I'm feeling is a mere speck of what I'm going to go through in my entire life. Let's say the average person lives to 80. Okay, let's say the average emotion lasts 20 minutes. Think about it. 20 minutes out of 80 years. Let's say you've gone through 20 years of that life. Okay, 20 minutes out of 60 years. Exactly. Your emotions are so short-lived if you decide to make it that way. If you decide that you're going to let this hurt you for the next 20 days, then it's 20 days out of your life that you're wasting, not mine. Bro, you've got to realize that emotions last as long as you want them to. Just like this cat is frustrating me. He's cute. Hi, everybody. He's cute, but he's annoying me. Now, am I going to let that affect me? No. Would my old self? Yeah, I'd probably quit the video. I'd throw the cat somewhere, run away from him, come over here, and then the whole video would be messed up because I'd be angry. He's still crawling up on me. No big deal. But I'm comparing that to my old self to show how much I've come, because I'm telling you the truth. My old self would get pissed off at this cat fucking with me. That just goes to show how much I've changed. I know that probably doesn't, nobody who's watching this probably cares. That's just me. But you've got, and I keep saying you've got to realize, because these are just realizations that I've had over so much self-talk. Self-talk is what it all comes down to, but you have to realize that you control how long emotions last. Okay? Don't let it affect more than 20, 15, an hour, 20 minutes to an hour. Don't let it affect you. Be like, you know what? That happened. I have so much more to live. I have so much more to go through. I'm going to go through so much more things. And the thing about emotions is they cause ripple effects. Emotions trickle into so many other aspects of life. Let's say, I'll give you an example here. Let's say I'm about to go to sleep. Let's say I'm about to go to sleep and somebody pisses me off. I go to sleep, I'm pissed off, I wake up pissed off. I wake up already at 5 in the morning, okay? That already sets me off. So now I'm angry, pissed off at 5 in the morning. Let's say I work a 9 to 5. Okay, I go to my job, I'm pissed off at my job. Now I feel like crap, I'm depleted of energy. Now my work performance is off. My boss gives me a discouraging compliment about my work. Now that affects my home. Now that affects me at home. I go home to my wife. I'm rude to my wife. I'm pissed off, and that affects that entire day. Now it went from the last 20 minutes of your night to that entire next 24 hours, and that can go on for weeks. Because I've felt that. I've felt entire weeks of my life being sucked away from emotion, bro, and it doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. You feel like you just want to get out of it, but you can't. It feels like you can't, but you can. That's the thing about all of it, is that you control it, and it's hard to control. I'm not going to lie. Controlling your emotions is one of the hardest things to do as humans, because we feel them so often. And you might think, oh, well, if we feel them so often, then why is it so hard to control? Because if you don't have self-awareness of what that emotion does to you, that's when it starts to really take control. If you don't have self-awareness that when you're angry, you break things, and you put holes in walls and stuff like that. If you don't come to a realization like, this is really bad for me, it's going to continue to happen. And that's what was happening to me, is my anger issues were so bad I never realized them. And I would always do things that triggered it, bro. Always. And it was so stupid of me. I would always do things that triggered it. The game triggered my anger issues horribly. Rage. And the thing is anger is a very powerful emotion, because anger brings out the worst in us. It gives us it's literally like more than what adrenaline can give us. You know, anger can get you through a lot in a good way, but anger can also be a burst of bad intention. That's what anger is to me, is a burst of bad intention. Because when you're angry, you don't have any good intention for anybody or anything around you. So learn what emotions mean, bro. So what have I got? What so far in this video? You've watched like 13 minutes of me talking. What have I talked about so far? Self-talk, self-awareness of the emotion. Talk to yourself about why you feel that way. Be aware of what that emotion does to you. And I think that's really everything I've gone over so far. I mean, I've only really gone over 2 points. Don't feel bad that you feel that way. That's the third thing. Everybody goes through emotions in different ways. Everybody experiences things in different ways. It's okay. Always tell yourself it's gonna be okay. Dude, and now that I'm thinking about it, that was I tell myself that all the time, is it's gonna be okay. You'd be surprised at how powerful that really is. Telling yourself that it's gonna be okay. As long as I'm not dead, bro, as long as you are not dead, you are going to be fine. I guarantee it. I promise. If you're not dead, you're gonna be fine. That's another thing I tell myself, is as long as I'm not dead, I'll be okay, because if I was dead, none of it would even matter. Okay, bro. And as men, And young men, I would consider myself a young man, not a full man yet. I don't take control. You know, I'm not completely dependent on myself. I still depend on parents and things like that. But as an upcoming man, controlling emotions is key. Because if you lash out at your boss or something, bro, your job is gone. And you don't want that. I'll tell you that right now. You do not want that. And then that goes into anything. You don't want to lash out at your business partner. You don't want to lash out at your, I mean, for females, if there's any females watching, you don't want to lash out at your nail tech and she not want to do your nails no more. Then you got to go find a new nail tech. The only reason I bring that up is because my mom is a nail tech, so I understand you females out there, you know, when it comes to those certain things. I have a decent understanding of men and women. I just don't talk about women's point of views on things because that's not what I'm trying to target here. I'm trying to target you young men, you men out there who still don't have these sort of things under control to a certain extent. You don't have to have it in complete control that you're just a walking bot and you have no emotion. But you want to have these sort of things controlled to a certain extent to where it's not affected, where it's not controlling you. Okay, like emotions don't control me anymore. You know, if I feel bored, you know, okay, I'm bored, whatever. You know, but when I used to be bored, I would tweak. I'd be like, bro, I'm so bored. I'm like, I would try to do anything to get out of that boredom. You know, it was pretty bad. That's all I say is I was pretty bad when it came to emotions. But I have definitely worked out of that. I've done pretty good for myself when it comes to just teaching myself certain things. But yeah, my dad passing was definitely the biggest wake up to my mental. That happened when I was 6. So I was very young, didn't have much experiences with him. I didn't get to talk to him with the amount of knowledge and intellectual, I don't know the words yet. I don't get to talk to him this intellectually, you know, human to human. I would just have, I mean, when I was 6, I would just, I don't even know what, just play around. Never was serious about anything, so it hurts me in that sense. But like, the way I combat that is just like, okay, well, as long as I make it to heaven also, I know I'll see him again, and he'll be right there in front of me, and I'll be able to talk to him again. You know, 80 years is nothing. Like, think about heaven, bro. Eternity. Think about eternity to 80 years. Think about this, to an atom. You know, think about all the way around the world compared to one grain of sand. How many grains of sand would it take placed one next to each other to reach all the way around the earth? Now imagine it's not reaching all the way around the earth. Imagine it's reaching forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Exactly. None of us can even comprehend that because God made sure of it. God made sure we can't fathom eternity. Our brains are only so big. But I'm going to try and think really quickly about anything else I can talk about. The video's 18 minutes. I don't know if I want to keep going. I like these videos to be a bit longer. But I think that emotions is very straightforward on how to, on a basic sense, of course. Emotions it goes much deeper. But on a basic level of how I've been able to do it, maybe that can help somebody. That's all I care about with this type of content, bro, is helping one single person out there. And anytime I get a comment on my videos talking about this helped, you know, glad I saw this video, bro, you have no idea. You have no idea how much that helps me to stay motivated and continue making videos like this, bro, because I've been going through a lot recently. I just got a mentor, like, and even just saying that right now is like, dude, I'm leveling up. And just so y'all know that what I've been doing recently, because I know I haven't posted in a while, I had a great Christmas. Hope each and every one of you had a great Christmas. I got a tripod. That's what I'm using right now. I know y'all know, for the ones who've been keeping up, my tripod broke, so I haven't had one of those for a minute. Now I have one. I got a new book, Transurfing in 78 Days. Great book so far. I'm like on page like 28. It's pretty hard to understand, but it's a great book. I definitely suggest it. if you're trying to just understand life, understand how to navigate through it, I would suggest the Bible for that, because that's our guide to life. But if you don't want to pick that up, pick up Transurfing in 78 Days. Great book. Emotion. Bear with me, y'all. Emotions. What about emotions? I think that's everything, man. I'll give y'all a couple last pieces of advice for this video. Emotions can affect a lot more than what you think. If you think your emotions are important, I want you to tell you that you're wrong. Emotions are very important. Emotions can get you through a lot of things. That can be excitement. That can be romance emotions, loving emotions. Anger emotions can get you through a lot in a good way. Quick examples, I guess, for my people who aren't understanding. Anger, I'll just give you a good and a bad sense, I guess. I mean, we understand the bad things about anger, but so anger can get you through things. Let's say you're starting a business. You can use that anger of everybody telling you you're gonna fail, everybody telling you, you're not gonna make it, all the discouraging feelings. Use that, vial that up, or build that up inside of you and put it into your business. Put it into a product you're making. Put it into art. Put it into a book. Put it into your journaling, bro. Those are ways you can use anger to your advantage. And I guarantee people will see that. People will see those emotions in the things that you do. Just like people see the conviction. Hopefully they see the conviction of me with these sort of things. Because I understand, I've been through them. And, I'm not the kind of guy, I'm not a super aggressive guy. I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive in a good sense in videos like this. But I'm not a very aggressive guy. But that's just ways you can use your anger. Same for sadness. I mean, you can all use them in the same sense, basically. Your sad emotion, put that into your book. Let other people know that, not necessarily let them know, but put it into an art piece, Excitement, you can use excitement to get you through boredom, be like, oh, I'm excited for this one thing. Let's say it's Tuesday, I'm excited for this thing on Wednesday. Let's get through this day. Let's keep pushing. You feel me? Let's keep pushing, bro. Like, we have so much to live for. We got so much to do in this life. We cannot just waste this shit doing nothing, bro. I'm telling you. Like, be excited for the next years of your life. I am, because I know I'm going to do great things. I know that I'm going to be successful in the next couple years of my life. And being so certain of that, it's like, it's a little scary. It's a little scary because what if I don't live up to the certain expectations of myself? Because I'm past living up to other people's expectations. What if I don't live up to myself? Well, then, that's on me. I gotta make sure that I live up to my standards, live up to my expectations. And it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It is hard. None of this shit is easy. Everybody will tell you, oh, getting successful is easy. No, it is not, bro. Especially, I mean, as men and women, bro, it isn't easy for either of us. So I'm tired of people saying that this shit is easy, because it's not. Especially depending on, drop shipping may be easy, because that doesn't take much, but sitting there for hours building your store, that's like level 1 fucking crook. No hate to any drop shippers out there. I wanted to do drop shipping myself, but I realized that wasn't for me. Drop shipping is good because you can have personal branding, drop shipping, shit like that. So, but y'all understand what I'm trying to say, man. I'm not the best at explaining these things, but I know my guys out there that are listening understand what the fuck I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say, bro, is don't waste these youthful years that you have. Before we know it, I'm gonna be 40, you're gonna be 60, however fucking old you are right now. That's like 20 something, 23 years away. I'm closer to 23, which fucking obviously Levi. But I'm closer to 23, and then when I'm 23, it'll only be, 17 years until I'm 40, which is crazy. So don't waste these years. Control your emotions. Control that anger inside of you. Put it to something greater. Control everything, bro. Just, if you have to sit there and fucking... If you have to sit there and do shit like that, bro, that is completely fine, because I've done it. I've sat there, I've raised my arms in my bed, in my seat, praising to God to help me through the things that I'm going through. I've sat there on my bed, cried countless nights about my dad. I've sat there and cried about not feeling like I'm gonna be successful. I've sat there and cried because I had to go to fucking school a couple days ago to do this test. The only reason I cried because I felt like it was such a waste of time, and I'd been going through a lot of other things. And I'm gonna be straight up honest, bro. I cried at 17 because I had to go to school and take a test that took me like an hour, and then I went straight back home. Just because I was going through other shit. I was not feeling it that day, and that's fine, bro. That's another instance where it's like, that's just me. Nobody else would cry about that, but I don't give a shit, bro. You gotta stop giving it. You gotta stop giving a shit about what other people think and about what other people are doing, bro. You're never gonna feel credited about the work that you do if you're constantly worrying about what other people are doing. You're always gonna feel like you're behind. You're always gonna feel like you're worse than somebody else. I've ran off on a tangent on about other things here. I'm going to end the video right there. I hope this provided some sort of value. I hope y'all understood the concepts of what I'm trying to say. I know I typically do. I'm going to do it. I typically do, what y'all should be learning from this video. Self-talk, self-awareness about the emotion. So talk about the emotion, why you feel that way. Self-awareness of the emotion and how it makes you feel and what it makes you do. I know I said another thing at the beginning of the video. It's okay to feel that way. We're all human. It's not easy being a human. I want to tell you that right now. Being a human is not the easiest walk in the park. So yeah, bro, just appreciate everything that you have. Okay, I appreciate every single one of you that tunes into these videos and watches till the end. I don't think anybody watches to the end, but if you do, bro, amen. You're gonna watch something great, I'm telling you. You're gonna watch, even if I don't document every single second of my life, every month, every year, eventually you're gonna see me in a better position. You're not gonna see me out here recording. You're gonna see me on some balcony maybe in Miami or Boca Raton, Florida, or West Palm Beach, you feel me, for my Florida boys out there. But yeah, bro, like, it's so beautiful out here right now. I can't even be mad at nothing. I was a little angry that my house was filled up and I couldn't make this video inside or something. But I'm so glad I came outside to do this, because it's just beautiful, man. Life is too amazing to just let it slip from your hands, bro. Spend those couple years in the dumps, doing shit you don't want to do, and then enjoy it, man. That's what life is about. Enjoyment, joy itself, fulfillment. Let's get to it, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm working on my coaching right now. If you have any tips for me on anything having to do with coaching, if you want to follow my Instagram, hop on a call, talk about anything. I don't even fucking know. Let's just talk, bro. Let's exchange ideas. That's how I got a mentor. Just started talking to him. He wanted to mentor me. I was like, all right, let's see. We exchanged ideas, bro. We were sitting there talking for an hour, and I felt like I could have talked to him for many, many more. But love each and every one of you, bro. If you made it this far, appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. You feel me? Yeah, that's it. Peace.